Hey guys, I am back and I know I look really crazy. I've got the hair extensions in and crazy red lips, but I am in full Gemma mode right now. Our church is doing a Christmas type play with, and I'm one of the characters whose nickname in the play is Pocahontas. So they wanted me to wear the hair extensions and, just kind of be in character. So unfortunately, with my 2-year-old, I have to be in character. I have to get ready while he's napping so that, I actually have time to get ready. So I'm kind of all dressed up and know where to go yet. We still have an hour and a half until the babysitter gets here, and then another hour and a half until the show. So I thought that I would jump on here and just blog about what all has been going on. We've been working super hard on this play, and it has been a lot of ups and downs, a crazy amount of learning, just learning what we can do differently, what works, what doesn't work, learning a lot about me and how I don't do well unorganized. Like, I'm okay under pressure if things are organized, and I can kind of anticipate what's going to come. I can go ahead and kind of make a mental plan in my head. But this was our first year doing this Christmas story, and I had thought that I prepared for everything, and last night, I just got to the point where I sat 4 hours yesterday and organized 20 kids 4 costume changes, and at the end of the night, I went back into the room, and the costumes were all just on the floor everywhere, and the name tags were strewn everywhere, and the props were everywhere, and it was like, my first reaction is to be angry, and I was so angry, and I was just trying to find somebody to be angry at, and so I started blaming everybody from the top down, and I just felt guilt that I wasn't back there with the kids, that I had to be on stage, and so I thought that, well, if I could just be back here finishing my job, then everything would have gone okay, but it probably still wouldn't have gone okay. 20 kids in one room is complete chaos, and so you have to expect chaos, which I'm not good with chaos. I'm good with order. And God's called me to work with kids, and if kids are chaotic and I'm not good with that, I have to change, and I don't like changing me. And so God is teaching me to show grace to myself and to show grace to others, that I don't always have to have everything perfect, and I don't always have to look perfect. And I don't mean, when I say look perfect, I don't mean like clothes and makeup and hair, meaning it doesn't always have to look like I've got it all together. I want to be that person that can juggle a household, a career, a ministry, children, animals, pets in the home, and friends, have a social life, and family, have relationships with all of my sisters and my parents, and spend equal amounts of time with all of them. But the reality is, you can't. And if anybody says that they can, they're lying. And they just have to figure out how to humble themselves to just admit that there's no point in where you have it all together. If you have a clean house, you devote yourself to having your house and your kids all together, then your career, your ministry is going to suffer. So one of the things that I guess I'm learning is how to juggle and organize chaos, if that makes sense. I guess just figure out how to do my best, the very best that I can do. Do the very best that I can do, as much and as long as possible. And then when it comes to being out of my hands, it's out of my hands. You know, if I clean my house and 5 minutes later this guy runs around the house with toys,
Hi.
it's okay. And it's not easy. It's so stressful. It's so uncomfortable. I don't do well with uncomfortable or different or unorganized. So I'm really, instead of being angry at maybe somebody else, I've got to stop and figure out how to
Mommy?
ask, what is God trying to teach me? Instead of trying to change everybody else and change my situation, maybe change me. You know, God has shown me through, especially last night's practice, that I was so upset that, you know, I put all that work into it and I went back there and it was complete chaos, and that, you know, my job is to deal with the kids, and I couldn't even be back there with the kids because I had to be on stage singing and acting, and I just felt like I was losing it, and that people were, you know, the moms that had volunteered to be backstage were basically doing my job. And so to me, that told me I wasn't doing a good job. And the whole time, I feel like now that I've had some time to reflect, God was trying to show me.
Mommy?
Yes, I know. Yeah. You know, God was trying to show me these 4 beautiful, wonderful, selfless, intelligent, sweet women that, you know, God wanted to bring out the good in them and show me. And I almost missed it because I was so self-centered. I was so worried about how I felt that I almost missed the blessing. What is it? So anyways, guys, can Mommy finish?
No.
Do you want to talk?
Yeah.
So guys, I guess just learn from my mistake. And when you feel like you're overwhelmed and you're losing it and everything's going chaotic, look around for the beautiful blessings in the middle of it all, because they are there. And if you trust God to put them there, He will. So that was it, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.